welcome back. How are you? How are you guys enjoying yourselves? Good so far? Fantastic speakers. We've kicked off the morning here on the Vision stage. Can I get a cheer from everyone on the Vision stage? We've kicked off the morning on the Vision stage. All right. Yes, we're getting the energy there. The coffees are flowing. Now, I'm going to get straight to it because I can't wait to hear from this gentleman coming next. You know him as Jordi van der Bussche. We all have seen him as Kwebbelkop. Give it up for Jordi, everyone! Stage is yours, my brother.
Hello. 10 years ago, if you would have told me that I would be standing here on stage with 20 million followers, I would have never believed you. And if you would have told me that I would be creating content with artificial intelligence on a daily basis, I would have literally laughed at your face. All right. Doesn't work. Perfect. Oh, here we go. Magic. So, some people might have seen me on YouTube before. My name is Jordi van der Bussche, also known as Kwebbelkop. Do we have any fans in the crowd here? Can I see some hands? All right. Perfect. And for everyone who doesn't know me, this is what you would call my resume. On YouTube, approximately 15 million followers. On TikTok, 3 million. On Instagram, 1 million. And et cetera. These are just a few of the platforms that I've mastered. And I love creating content. It is my passion, and it's something that I've done pretty much my entire life. And just to put it into perspective, I've amassed approximately 8 billion total views. And to put that into perspective, that is filling the biggest stadium in the world with new people every single day for 440 years straight. So yeah, that's it's such a colossal number. It's mind-blowing. And throughout these years that I've been creating content, I loved every single day. Every single day I was filming stories, I was sharing stories, and I was spreading me having a good time. But unfortunately, all good things come to an end. And for me, that happened when I suffered from a burnout. And it might sound crazy, but doing the same thing every single day, no matter how fun it is, with the pressure of having to perform every single day, really can burn someone out. And it's pretty tricky to take holidays as a creator, as an influencer, because the moment you decide to relax is the moment that your business stops. It's like you own a bakery, but you're the only one working there. If you want to take a holiday, well, the business is going to pause, no money's going to come in, you're going to have to kind of worry while you're on holiday, and you don't really ever get to relax. The moment you get back, you need to grind again, and before you know it, that holiday was absolutely pointless. So I thought, okay, well, I could quit. That's one option, but it's not something I really do. Or I could try to innovate. And something that I'd seen people do was they replaced the host. I said, okay, well, what if I replace myself and I put a co-host there, and that person could run my YouTube channel? Unfortunately, that didn't work. So I thought, okay, well, what if I delegate all these tasks within my team? I tried that too. That also didn't work. And then I was really faced with the reality. Do we quit? Do I, just say, all right, that was a lovely career, and I've made my money, I've had a good journey, and I'm out. Me being the crazy person that I am, I said, no. You know what? Let's innovate. Let's completely go crazy. And then let's do the thing absolutely no one is expecting. I created a virtual clone, in a way, of myself, a virtual influencer. And the character you see here, I'll just go stand here so everyone can see it clearly. His name's Blue. Blue is a virtual influencer, an AI-powered virtual influencer. And how well does he do it? Blue has 700,000 subscribers. I think at the moment it's even 750 almost thousand subscribers. About 16 million views a month. That's the average over the last year. He's peaked at 20 million views, and we're expecting to grow even further this year. And Blue makes videos just like I did. However, Blue's virtual. Blue never gets tired. Blue can't leave me. Blue can't have a burnout. Blue can't go out in Amsterdam, have a crazy night, get filmed by some people and be posted on the internet being all drunk or doing other crazy things. So Blue, in my eyes, is what I call the perfect influencer. The perfect influencer to work with brands, but also the perfect influencer to work with and represent your brand. Blue's very popular with the Gen Z audience, and here's some more facts if you're curious. And I'm just going to skip over the facts because I want to get to the fun stuff, and that is more AI. All right, you've seen AI everywhere, but have you also seen that people actually do cool things with it? Besides, hey, here's how you can make $100 a month with by using ChatGPT. So we said a few years back, well, how far can we take this concept of accelerating and growing creativity within the content creation niche. So here you can see thumbnails. You might be wondering, what are these absolutely crazy characters that I'm seeing? These are YouTube thumbnails, and we have people who produce these. We literally have full-time employees creating these images. Yes, this was made by someone who spent a week on this and said, this is like his Picasso. And it's crazy that someone can spend so long on creating 3D characters and 3D models and really getting their vision over on the YouTube channel. And by using diffusion models, what we've done is these are text-to-image models. So we just put in some text, or the team now puts in My Little Pony and gets a My Little Pony character. No more need to go and browse the internet and find stock images or other things, or create 3D models to then use in our graphics. Do you want to have a dragon that's inspired by My Little Pony? No problem. There you go. Do you want to have a human that looks a little bit like a cheetah and then transform into a cheetah? No problem at all. Whatever your creativity says, we can now produce. And this is not Photoshop, just so you know. Just to put it into perspective, all we did was we typed in what we wanted to see, and this came out of the model. We've A/B tested these, and they perform as good as if a real human would say, hey, let's do it the old-fashioned way. And to us, that's lovely, because that means that we can be way more efficient with our time, we can be way more productive, and we can create about 20 different thumbnails, A/B test them, and then proceed to make even better content and grow our monthly viewership even further. Here's another great example of how you can use AI, like literally right now. I speak English, I'm Dutch, but my Spanish isn't that good, my French isn't that good, and that's kind of where it stops. I would love to learn Japanese, but I don't have the time for it. I would love to be making content in Japan too, in Japanese. And we said, well, how many people are there that would love to see our content, the content that we produce, but aren't able to understand this content? A lot of people. So we built a end-to-end voice dubber where you speak English and out comes Italian, or out comes Spanish, or out comes German. It even clones your voice, so it makes it sounds like me speaking Spanish. And I have a video. I'm just going to show you the video. He explains it way better than I can, if the video is going to play, of course.
I'm Dutch.
There we go.
I speak fluent English, and it took me multiple years to learn this language. Dit is mijn Nederlandse stem. Haha, leuk hè? No one knows what I'm saying.
I think I can build an AI that when you just speak English or when you speak Dutch, it translates it to any other language of the person receiving.
So we have this German video.
Es waren einmal vor langer Zeit.
Once upon a time there was a bird and a whale.
The strange thing, it's supposed to have a really nice voice.
How it's going to be called? Dub dash. Dub dash is great. It's exactly what we do. We dub in a dash. Dub dash.
Nein, verdammt.
Ich werde das nicht vermasseln.
We actually got Spanish comments.
Yes, sir.
Eso es de burbuja. 100,000 Spanish viewers.
That's insane.
Yes! Huge success.
Yes?
Huge success.
So that was crazy. We made this tool, we tested it in a fairly short amount of time, and I think right now we've appealed to over 1 million Spanish viewers already, and I think we launched 2 weeks ago. So that's what AI can do today. What's next? I kind of want to put this question out there, and I want you guys to go and experiment. Go and build fun and creative ideas. If you don't have any ideas, just go and ask ChatGPT. Apparently has answers to everything. And what I see is going to be next within the content creation space is fully autonomous influencers from A to Z. You don't even have to ask it to make a video, and it makes a video for you. It does the script writing, it does the video ideation, it does the editing, it generates the videos, it generates the text, it puts it all together, it generates the thumbnail. And even though it might sound that future is very far away, we actually have a bunch of tests running right now that produce these type of content, and the results are insane. So once again, if you really think this is the future, you got to think again, because it's happening right now, and you shouldn't be wasting any time whatsoever. So I hope that you kind of understand now why I said I would have laughed at your face if you would have told me that I'd be creating content with AI every single day. Thank you.
Jordi, I'll be a fool if I didn't take the opportunity to get some Q&A with you.
Of course.
Fantastic talk. How good was that talk? Give it up for Jordi one more time. All right.
Thank you.
I'm curious. I remember seeing a talk of a Swedish influencer a few years ago where she used AI, very early days AI, to generate thumbnail ideas, right, for YouTube and all the different various platforms. But then the audience were in shock that this is unoriginal, right? What's your opinion on the being original by using AI or not? Is it sort of automating your own creativity, or is it trying to automate your job and just leaving it and going?
Yeah, I think a lot of people often say that these AI models can't be creative. And I find it a little bit strange, because if you look at the results, I would say sometimes, well, very often they're more creative than other people I've seen. So a lot of the time new people come and join my company, and sometimes very experienced people, they join the team. I've tested the same questions with ChatGPT that I would ask them, or specifically GPT-4, that I would ask the seniors in their position, and often GPT-4 was either equally as creative or more creative than a senior in that position. So me as the expert in content creation, I would say these models can be extremely creative, and if you don't think that's true, you're simply not asking it the right question.
So we got some questions actually from everyone watching. So talk to your audience online. We have a big audience watching this, and that'll be restreamed as well afterwards. But curious about what's next for this. You've got Dubdash.
Yeah.
What's the future evolution of your role in using AI to support creators and the creator economy?
Yeah.
For your audience online.
Yeah, so lovely question. Currently, we're in the midst of developing a fully autonomous AI influencer. And when I say fully autonomous, I mean you launch it, it creates hundreds of videos for you a day, thousands, whatever you want. If you want a video about the next web, you ask it, it creates a video about the next web. And doing that specifically is, in all honesty, not that hard. Getting it to make videos, really easy. And it's in the industry, it sounds crazy, but it's easy to make a video. Everyone can make a video. What is the challenge? The challenge is make a video that synergizes with the audience on these social media platforms and actually gets picked up by the algorithm and goes viral. So what are we hoping to see in our results is that we post a video and it gets millions of views. One video organically gets millions of views. And where are we now? One video gets hundreds of thousands of views. So we're already extremely far, and it's progressing at a rate where I am in absolute shock and in awe at the same time. And just with every single tweak and every single improvement, the viewer satisfaction goes up, the click-through rate goes up, the average view duration goes up, the engagement goes up, from likes to comments to new subscribers, and then every week we update it. So we're getting to a point where I would say within the next 12 months, these AI tools will be able to make better and more viral videos than I ever could as a human.
Incredible. I'm curious as well, from the perspective of a YouTuber, raise your hands if you have a YouTube channel, you're a creator, you're working in the creator economy. There's a few of you over there. This is your chance to take a photo and get a bump. I've just tagged him. You'll reshare, right, to the audience?
Oh, of course.
Yes, there we go. We got it live. Now, using myself as an example, Jordi. So I have a YouTube channel, Matt C. Smith. Like and subscribe. That was good, right?
Perfect.
That's what I should do. Like and subscribe, please.
Don't worry, we'll do a coaching session after.
Yes, we will, one-on-one. But I'm curious, mate. So, I have, I think, just under 12,000 subscribers right now, right? Yeah. I'm just about to hit 1 million views. Yeah. I'm earning money from YouTube right now, 400 or 500 euros a month. How crazy is that? I have never used AI to leverage what I have already.
Yeah.
How would you advise me and anyone here starting out today, tomorrow, hopefully on the weekend? How would you advise me to use AI from today onwards?
Yeah, well, what I would tell you to do if you were part of my team, I would say, have you asked that? Do you really have to ask me, first of all? And often everyone says, yeah, you can give advice and everything, but have you already tried asking GPT-4? Probably not. So start with that, and you're gonna get a plethora of suggestions and tips. And I think that's really the advice that I want to give people is, okay, realize that there are experts out there, but you can be way more efficient. Your productivity will skyrocket if you just realize that there's AI applications for pretty much everything nowadays that are already extremely good to the point where they are experts if you ask them the right questions. So if you ask GPT-4 this exact question, it will give you an answer that probably is way better than my answer ever would be.
Do you see sort of ChatGPT, OpenAI as sort of the future search engines? I mean, they are kind of moving towards that, right? People just go and ask immediate questions, but instead of giving you 1,000 pages with 10 on each one, it gives you actionable next steps of how to progress yourself, your career, book a holiday, plan your next thumbnail, right?
Yeah, and then you can also ask it to execute on these tasks.
Yeah.
So you can ask it for a to-do list, and for example, it won't be long until right now you can already say, hey, make me a dinner, what I can eat tonight with my dietary restrictions and my caloric deficit, whatever, and it'll make it for you. And then you can ask, hey, can you visualize this for me so that I can get an image of what this dinner will look like, and then you can visualize it, and then you can say, all right, put all the groceries in my grocery basket so I can order it. And that's where we are right now. This is not the future. I could do this on my phone. It's absolutely ridiculous. So what I'm always telling everyone is go and learn and create with these AI applications right now. This is not something you should do in a month, because you're literally supercharging yourself, and every day that you're practicing with these applications, it's a month you get head start. Wow. It's moving at a pace which is astronomical, and it's almost impossible to keep up.
Yeah. Final question, this came from online as well, so address it to online as well. What's the opportunity you see in your platform? Where are you taking what you're doing and leaving the audience with one last piece of advice? What would you want to leave everyone here today and online? What is your message to them today?
Yeah, so I'm a big dreamer. I love big challenges, and I love to be optimistic about the future. And I look at my industry, I looked at my expertise and said, I've been doing this for 10 years, every single day. There's only a handful of people who can say that. So I thought, okay, well, is this going to be the end of my learning curve, or is this going to be the start of my career? And with that, I said, well, what's the absolute most ambitious thing that I can do that innovates the space, that betters the space, and that grows the space? And let's go and build these tools. Let's go and build these applications. What that looked like for me was, at the time, building a virtual influencer. This is something that wasn't done in the Western world. It was pretty big in Asia, but it wasn't done here at all. So we are pioneers in that essence. And now all of a sudden, the things that seemed impossible, and if I would have told you 5 years ago, hey, we're going to build an AI that makes videos for you that are better than any human ever could produce, that are more consistent, that are cheaper, that are faster, and that are more creative, you would have laughed at me, absolutely. But these things are possible right now. So go and revisit all these dreams that you've had throughout the years, these crazy ideas that you wrote down in your notepad, where you would think this is impossible, and just go and kick it off. Just give it a shot. Go to ChatGPT or ask any other large language model. I prefer GPT-4, and ask it, how can I do this now in 2023 with the limited amount of resources that I currently have? Provide me a step-by-step breakdown and just follow what it says. And I can guarantee you that you'll be able to succeed.
So if you're looking for the answer, ChatGPT-4 is the answer. Ladies and gentlemen, Jordi and Kwebbelkop.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, mate. Fantastic.